and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, end zone, scope. Scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, end zone, scope. Scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keys.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
26 is the ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out,
you're supposed to take advantage of on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grab.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joe Schobert just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Dolphins nothing. Josh Lambo to kick
off. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He pitches it out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
49-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your point.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He was brought down by 8.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Tua. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people think...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Dolphins 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
That's taken on the 25. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Now the ball comes loose.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the ground, Kamara. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Dolphins 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find some.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Caleb Chason in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this one away, and it's got some hang time to it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alvin Kamara, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And now here's a carry heading left. left. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys pull. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Caleb Chase on. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
1-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm trying to come back up. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. I got one.
They'll set up a throw. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
The Jaguar first down.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head